Hi everybody, it's Miss Debbie again. Today we're going to talk about some very special kind of stories called Fables. But before we do that, we need to sing our song. Got my auto harp. Get your fingers together. Here we go. Good job, guys. I hope you sang along with me. Let me put my auto harp down so we could talk about some very special kinds of stories. Like I said, these stories are called fables. And fables have been around a long time. They're stories that usually teach a kind of a lesson or have some sort of moral involved with it. They're usually short stories. And when we finish these stories, we'll see if we could figure out what we might have learned from these stories, or what the fable could have been trying to teach us. The first story I want to tell you is a story called The Lion and the Mouse. There's Mr. Lion. And one day, Mr. Lion was in the forest, and he was sound asleep when along came a little mouse. And that little mouse scurried right over his foot. And he woke that lion up. And the lion went, "Roar! Who's waking me up?" And the little mouse said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up. Please forgive me. If you forgive me, then one day I'll do something to help you." Well, the lion thought, what can a little mouse do to help me, the great big lion, the king of the beasts? But he forgave him, and the little mouse went on his way. The next day, the lion was walking in the forest when he became trapped in a net. He struggled. He tried to get out, but it wasn't going to work without help. He let out a great big roar. "Roar! I'm stuck in this net." It was so loud that the little mouse heard him. And the little mouse came and saw that he was in this net. And the little mouse set to chewing. He used his little sharp teeth, and he went, nibble, 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 chew, 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 nibble, 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 nibble. And before you know it, the lion was free. The lion was so happy. He thanked that little mouse and said, "I never thought that you would be able to save me. Even though you're tiny, you were still a good friend." So, we had that great big lion and that little tiny mouse. Did you think that that little mouse would ever be able to do something to help that great big lion? He was pretty helpful. What do you think the moral of the story, or the lesson we could learn from this story, would be? Let's think for a minute. You know, I think that it could be that even though you're tiny, don't think you can't be helpful. That little mouse didn't think twice about it. He went right there and he helped that great big lion out. I have a song I'd like for us to do together about being helpful. And it goes like this. I'm a helpful person every day. I like to help in many ways. It makes me feel happy to help you. Please just tell me what I can do. Can you sing it with me? All right, here we go. I'm a helpful person every day. I like to help in many ways. It makes me feel happy to help you. Please just tell me what I can do. Good job, guys. It's fun being helpful, isn't it? I hope you are helpful around your house, too. The next fable I'd like to tell you about is called The Wind and the Sun. One day, the wind and the sun were having an argument. They were trying to figure out who was the strongest. The wind said, "It's me. I can blow hard. I'm the strongest." Whereas the sun said, "No, it's me. I can shine brighter than anything." They argued back and forth, and they couldn't figure out who was the stronger of the two. As they were arguing, they noticed that along the road under them was a man walking, and he was wearing a jacket or a coat. They said, "All right, whoever can get that man to take off his coat is the stronger of the two." So the wind said, "I'm trying first." And the wind took a deep breath. Can you take a deep breath? Take a deep breath. And he blew. Blow. He blew as hard as he could, and he kept up. And that man got colder, and he started shivering, and he pulled his coat closer. And the wind realized that no matter how hard he blew, that man was not going to take his jacket or coat off. So it was the sun's turn. And the sun came out, and the sun started to shine brightly in the sky. He shined and he shined, and he made it hotter, and it got warmer, and it got warmer till finally that man was so hot. Now, when you're outside and it gets hot, what do? If you're wearing a coat, would you keep your coat on? Just like what the man did. He took off his jacket. So the wind had to admit that the sun was the stronger of the two. Now, what kind of lesson or moral are we learning from this story? That wind was blowing awfully hard with a lot of force, and that sun was shining down very brightly. So maybe a more gentler, kinder way of doing things is better than that forceful way the wind was. I have a song about kindness that I'd like you to sing with me. And it goes like this. Kindness is a value full of fun. Kindness is simple once you've begun. Who should you be kind to? Everyone. And you can show them how it's done. Let's try that again. You ready? Here we go. Kindness is a value full of fun. Kindness is simple once it's begun. Who should you be kind to? Everyone. And you can show them how it's done. Good job, guys. It's nice to be kind. The next story I want to tell you is about a turtle or a tortoise and a bunny or a hare. And they're going to have a race. One day in the forest lived a tortoise and a hare or a bunny. The hare liked to brag. And one day while they were talking, the hare was saying, "I'm the fastest in the whole forest. I can beat anyone here." The tortoise got tired of hearing the hare or the bunny brag. So he said, well, let's just have a race. The rabbit thought that was so funny. He started laughing. Ha ha ha, what do you mean, race me? I could run circles around you. You're just a slow turtle. Turtle said, well, let's just have a race and see. So they decided that they would race. They set up a racing course. They had a finish line, and they had their friend, the fox, to be the judge. They got ready, and they counted to 3. Can you count to 3? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go! And off they went. Oh, that bunny was so quick. He jumped out to the lead. He went so fast, and the tortoise went blop, blop, plop along. The bunny was so far ahead that he got to a tree and thought, wow, this is a nice, comfortable looking tree. I think I will just take a nap. So bunny was sound asleep, but the turtle didn't stop racing. He kept going, blop, blop, very slow and steady, blop, blop, blop. He was at the tree. He saw the bunny, and he kept going, blop, 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 blop. He kept going until the bunny woke up, and he saw the turtle was already getting close to the finish line. So the bunny started running as fast as he could, and the turtle kept going. And finally, the turtle won the race. Now, do you think a turtle is faster than a bunny? I don't think so either. But what was different? What happened different in this story? Well, that rabbit got a little cocky, didn't he? And he thought that he could take time to have a nap. The turtle kept going. He didn't give up. So what do you think the moral or the lesson for this story would be? Let's think. How about if we just keep going and not give up, we could win the race. Slow and steady wins the race. I have a song for us to sing about that. And it goes like this. I can do it, I can do it, yes I can, yes I can. If I don't give up, I will get it done. I can do it, I can do it. Can we try that again? Okay, here we go. I can do it, I can do it, yes I can, yes I can. If I don't give up, I will get it done. I can do it, I can do it. This is a good story to keep in mind. If you have something that you think might be hard to do, or you think that you can't do something or it won't work, just keep trying. Keep after it. Don't give up. You'll be surprised at things you really can do yourself. The Tortoise and the Hare is one of my favorite fables. I like the message about keep on trying and don't give up. I have a little tortoise and a hare that I have made that maybe you guys can make, and you can act out that story. Very simple story. What we will do is we will post the websites where I copied these, and I glued them, cut them out and glued them together and just put them on 2 popsicle sticks. So if you would like to make your own tortoise and your hare, just go and look at the websites that are posted, and you can tell your story of the tortoise and the hare. Well, I'm so glad you were able to join me today. It was fun talking about fables. There's a whole lot of different types of fables. Those were just a few of them. So if you want to learn more fables, You can get a book from the library, look online. There's quite a few out there. Well, before we go today, though, we need to sing our song. So get your fingers together. Are you ready? Here we go. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Good job, guys. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll be seeing you real soon. Bye. See you soon.